Hey there! Today we're going to talk about how to do your own reading. And if you watched my previous video, what everybody should know about intuitive readings, which I highly recommend, then you know that there's many timelines available to us at any given moment. And it's really what timeline we're focused on and the timeline we're most aligned with. And a reading that you give yourself can help you understand what timeline you're aligned with at the moment and maybe focus you on the timeline that you really want to be aligned with. So what I would recommend, this is just going to be really quick, but pick up a deck of oracle cards, and they're available at, well, Amazon, of course, is a great place, but there's a whole bunch of oracle cards that you can buy. When I first started doing them, the angel cards were really the first and only, other than the tarot cards, which is totally different. But the oracle cards, there's angel ones, there's animal ones, there's horse ones, there's dolphin ones, there's ascended masters, there's goddesses, there's fairies. Choose something that really resonates with you and just go out and get yourself an oracle deck. As I said, if you want to just peruse Amazon, that's great. If you go to a New Age shop, sometimes they're open and you can look at them, but choose one that really just speaks to you personally. Um, Most of these decks come with an image, a message on the card, and then if you want more in-depth stuff, there's usually a little booklet involved. Now, if you're just getting started, the little booklet can come in handy. When I first started doing it, I would read the message and then refer to the booklet as well. But you'll find the more often you do your own readings, you might not need the booklet anymore. So just to get started, pick out your deck, have a question in mind, and just choose 3 cards. And instead of looking right away to the booklet, look at the image, look at the text on the card, and see what it means to you personally. Like really just this is how you're really going to get in touch with your intuition in an even stronger way. Just look at it and see what it evokes in you. What does it make you think of? And if you're not getting anything, then refer to the deck or refer to the book. Or if you do get something, refer to the book, and that might validate you. Um, Eventually, you're just not going to need the book because you'll get familiar with the cards and it'll trigger something like, oh my God, I pulled that before and that meant that. So, really just tune into the card with your question in mind and see what comes to you. So, a very silent, very intuitive inward process this is. Um, and you'll know that you're getting the higher messages when you feel expanded. So as an example, since there are so many timelines available, when you're doing your reading, practice tapping into the highest potential you can think of and the highest potential that you can actually believe. Okay, so there's infinite timelines. You may not believe the highest one that is possible. So just this is a way to fantasize, okay? And it's a way to actually create your future. So look at the images and look at the text. Feel into what could be the highest possibility here. What is the best case scenario that you can actually believe, even if you have to reach for it a little bit? Um, Even if it seems a little bit impossible, if it makes you feel expanded, then go with that. Absolutely go with that. I have this saying that I hung in my office during one of my most transformative times. I just had these streams of consciousness come to me, and I had little reminders all over my house. But this one has been very important to me over the years, and it says, anything is possible, especially the impossible. So again, this goes to the unlearning I'm talking about in all videos, but unlearn your limitations, okay? Reach for the limitlessness. I mean, this could be a really fun thing, really, really fun and expansive thing. Just look at the cards, look at the text, and look into your heart to see what could be the best case scenario that you can actually believe, even if you have to reach for it. And if it brings you this feeling of expansion, then you know that you're starting to align with that outcome. Um, so I mean that's a great way to get started. Absolutely great way to get started. One caveat, and I say this in many places as well, is don't ask about time. Okay. Don't ask about time. Like when will I get pregnant or when will this baby be born or uh, just don't ask about time because I don't think we're supposed to know about it. For many reasons, divine timing has its own wisdom. You get to a certain place, you can bend time, you can choose outcomes, but when you're starting to do this, don't worry about time. That's one thing I've learned over the years. Don't ask about time. Um, so choose the best case scenario that expands you without worrying about the timing of it all. So that's a great way to get started. And really just have fun with it. You know, maybe write down in a separate journal just for your readings the impressions you get and watch how it progresses the more you do. Um, but it's a really fun and rewarding thing. And the more you do it and the more you believe yourself, the more you expand into greater potentials, the stronger your intuition comes, the higher frequency you vibrate at, and the more you align with the absolute best possible outcomes. And your soul is your intuition, and it's always talking to you. And this is just a way for you to really, really get in touch with the wisdom of your own soul, your own heart, your own intuition. So give it a try and see where it leads you. All right, talk to you later.